Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to the another online classes about stocks and sauces. Okay, today we can see lot of stocks and sauces are very essential in continental cooking. That's why we'll be in this future in further slides we'll be seeing what are different types of stocks and what are different types of sauces. And you can relate the pictures on the maybe the right hand side. We will be having some, we have kept two pictures of stocks, and here I kept few of sauces. We have various types of sauces and stocks. First, coming to the stock. Stock is called as fond. Stock is called as fond in French, and stock is very essential in continental cooking. And stocks are flavorful liquid. First point, it is a very flavorful liquid. It is a key to great soups. It also, whenever you are making any types of soups, we need to add stocks in it so that it gives more flavorful to your soups as well as sauces and braised dishes. For everything, stock is the base for everything. And coming to the foundation, stock is called as a foundation for many classic and modern dishes. Okay, here various types of stocks. You can see white stock, brown stock, fish stock, and foamy and cold bouillon. Okay, these are the various types of stocks in even in continental cooking. White stock is mainly prepared with white bones such as chicken, and brown is above browning of your bones and adding beef bones are preferable. And here fish stock is fish bones and cold bouillon. And we will go in the further slide of how to prepare a white stock. Okay, stock we have seen that is a foundation for all the sauces, soups and all. And coming to the white stock preparation, whenever you prepare any type of stock, we need to have essential of bones. Here for white stock we need to have chicken bones, beef bones or beef bones. And every time whenever you prepare, you need to start your stock with cold water or warm water. Okay, a normal water, should not be a hot water. And two essential things are mirepoix and sachet. Okay, sachet is nothing but bunch of herbs. Okay, we'll go into the next slides so that you can see what is mirepoix. And sachet is nothing but essential herbs. Okay, a bunch of herbs such as bay leaf, dry thyme, peppercorns, parsley stems. Okay, these are all tied into a nice cloth, and then just we'll drop it into a stock pot so that it infuses all the flavors to the stock. And next you can see the various types of vegetables such as onions, carrots as well as celery. Okay, these three are called as mixture is called as mirepoix. And these three, whenever you are making any types of stocks, we will be using these three things. Okay, but the quantity will be different. Like onions, you need to have a 50%, and then here celery and carrot should be 25 and 25%. Whenever you are making a white stock, few precautions need to be taken. That is, you need to wash your bones properly. Then cover, whenever you are making a stock, cover all the bones with the cold water. After adding the cold water, bring water to just a simmering temperature, not the boil, and slowly you start removing the scum from the top. Okay, so that the all impurities on the top, it goes away, and then it also will not discolor your stock, or it will not get cloudiness to your stock. Then add mirepoix and sachet to simmering stock. Okay, here you can add mirepoix earlier whenever you are adding the bones, as well as you can add now as also, but the sachet should be added at this point of time whenever your first skimming has been done. Okay, first skim you have done, and then continue simmering for a longer time of 6 to 8 hours, so that the bones, okay, with the bones, whatever the flavor of the bones are just infused into the stock. After making this all, just strain the stock, cool the stock and refrigerate it, and you can ready to use your chicken stock. And few precautions you need to take whenever you are making any type of stocks. One is simmering. It should not at all boil. It should always be in a simmer mode. Okay, it should not get a boiling point. It should be below the boiling point. That is only called as simmering. And next, coming to the brown stock. You can see the color of a brown stock shown in the picture. It should be a brownish color. How you get the brownish color, we will discuss in further slides. Variation making brown stock. Okay, what is the variation between white stock as well as a brown stock? Here, coming to the brown stock, whenever you make any type of brown stock, first you will roast the bones or caramelize your bones in a tray or in a vessel, okay, so that you will be getting a brown color. Okay, you will just caramelize your bones, especially beef bones or lamb bones or chicken bones as well. If anything is, if something is not there, you can also use chicken bones as well. After this is happened, if you are done in a tray or anything in a oven, then you need to deglaze the roasting pan. You need to deglaze the roasting pan, so that the entire color of the caramelized color it comes to your stock. Add deglazed liquid and rest of the cold water to the bones. Okay, you need to add it into a vessel. This all things you need to add it into a stock pot or into a vessel, whichever you are doing a stock, and bring to a simmering, not boiling. Okay, you need to get to a below the boiling point, and frequently start skimming as I told you in the earlier slides. And after that you need to add your same shashir or mirepoix into that, and keep on simmering for 6 to 8 hours if it is a chicken bones, and if it is a beef bones or lamb bones, you can just go to 11 to 12 hours you can simmer it. Okay, again if you are not getting a more of color, you can also add tomato paste into that, so that you will get nice brownish color. After this, after you have completed of simmering for long hours, then you can take the stock, you can strain it. After straining, you need to cool the stock. After cooling, you need to refrigerate, and it is easy to use in other preparation. Okay, but the precaution need to be take whenever you are doing the stock. Principles of stock making. Okay, these are the few principles of stock making. Whichever the stock you are making, you need to take few principles. That is, start the stock in cold water. Whenever you are making the stock, you need to start with the cold water. After starting it, then you need to start skimming the topper layer. Whatever the impurity is, it is floating on the top, that you need to start simmering. Okay, simmer the stock gently and skim it. After simmering, you need to keep on skimming the stock frequently, so that it will not get cloud. And next thing, strain the stock carefully using a Chenoise or China cap. Okay, it is a fine strainer. You need to strain the stock. After that, you need to cool the stock quickly and then store it. Store the stock properly. Frozen, if you want to use for longer days, you can also freeze into small cubes in the refrigerator, and you can frozen the stock, and whenever you want, you can take little by little and use the stock. But whenever you are storing in refrigerator or in a deep freezer, don't forget to label your stock. And next is fish stock or fish foment. Difference from white stock. Okay, differs from white stock. Here chicken bones, okay, chicken bones and fish bones or meat bones, okay, whichever the bones are there, it depends on cooking. Okay, whenever you cook any type of fish bones and all, it cooks very faster and it gives more flavor very fast. It gives more flavor. Okay, flavor of the thing it will extract in few. For similar chicken we have taken 6 to 7 hours, 7 to 8 hours, but coming to the fish bones, it will take less than 45 minutes. It will take exact 45 minutes to extract all the flavor from fish. Okay, here you need to wash the fish bones and it is or carcass shell. Okay, and use the trimmings. Okay, other ingredients same ingredients like white stock, whatever you have used, you can use the same things such as mirepoix and sachet. Okay, bunch of herbs. Okay, that are all used. And the precautions, the same precautions you need to take it whenever you make a similar type of fish stock as well. Fish fumage: sweat the vegetables first over low heat in small amount of fat. Do not brown. Okay, food releases moisture and flavor, which is then added to other food. Okay, coming to the sweating of fish bones and all, whenever you are doing these all stocks, why it is similar type white stock and you should not get a brownish color. You need to know how to make the stock. Okay, this is also similar like white stock, should be white in color. And commercial basis, a commercially produced product available. Okay, these all okay, whenever you see chicken stock, brown stock or fish stock, okay, these all stocks also available in commercially in various types of cubes, powders or paste form. Okay, in commercially they will use, but you need to know how to make the stocks. That's why you can see various types of preparations and precautions have given. Available in powder, paste or cube form, generally considered inferior to a well-made stock. Check the label for salt content, which is generally high, but specially based exists. Okay, these all things you need to follow. Okay, shifts risk of contamination of manufacture. You may taste an excellent example. Okay, you should, but coming to the commercially, you will be getting in paste form. You can also use it. Other foundation items here such as cod bouillon, glaze, broth. Okay, these are the few things which are the foundation items similar like stock. Okay, cod bouillon, similar vegetables and seasons in water and acidic liquid such as vinegar or wine used to poach fish or vegetables. Okay, these are all will be added. Okay, glaze. Okay, these all just to get that glaze and all we will be using. We will go into the other slide. Techniques to know: see, do, purpose, increase, flavor, healthful. Okay, these all things you need to know. First is caramelizing of stock. Why we will do? Okay, to get the nice color, and whenever you are caramelizing, it is having sugar content in it. That's why it getting caramelized. And for especially for the brown stock, you need to caramelize the bones or you need to roast the bones. And next coming to deglaze: dissolve food particles from saute or roasting pan. Okay, this is all called as deglaze. Okay, just remove the particles from the roasting pan. Next coming to reduction. Okay, reduction means concentrate and strengthens flavor through evaporation, especially for broths as well as bouillons. Okay, we will be our consumers, we will be reducing. Okay, we need to have a reduction of stocks. Okay, reduction need to be having so that you will get more flavorful. Okay, that's why we will simmer for a longer time for 6 to 7 hours so that the flavor of the stocks will get more strengthened flavor And then next coming to gelatinization. Starch always gelatinizes. Okay, gelatinizes, absorbs moisture when placed in liquid and heat. Okay, also a mouth feel. Okay, this is all about stocks. And coming to the stocks, we will also have a vegetable stock. It is only made with vegetables like merfa and kodbul is of merfa as well as this bunch of cloves. Okay, sachet. It is also a very easy preparation. We need to skip the bones, add the vegetables so that you will get a vegetable stock. And every continental kitchen has the basic stock always there in the pot. And next coming to the sauces. Okay, here coming to the sauces, to prepare any types of sauces we need to have a base of stock. Okay, here sauces are always thickened with any types of roux or any types of flours. Okay, that we will discuss in further slides. Thickening liquid plus seasoning used to flavor and enhance other food. Fine sauces distinguish a restaurant. Okay, here coming to the sauces, we need to add seasoning, we need to have thickening. Okay, these two we need to do, then only it becomes a sauce. But similar type stocks will not add any seasoning to it or thickening to your stocks. Okay, and next, fine sauce are made by using well made stocks. You need to have well base or foundation of stocks and use thickening techniques properly. Whenever you are making any types of sauce, you need to use the proper thickening properties. Okay, of whenever you use any types of roux or any types of starches, you need to use it in, you need to have the techniques. Okay, whenever you get practice, you can able to play with these ingredients and use seasonings properly. Maybe a dry herb or spices, add at beginning of cooking, add fresh herbs last. Proper of dry herbs or fresh herbs need to be used. Okay, this is all about sauces. Now I will show you a basic of roux. Okay, we have three kinds of roux. Okay, you can see in the photographs. Okay, white roux, blonde roux and brown roux. These are the basic three roux which are used for thickening of stocks. Maybe a white stock, brown stock or any fish stock or anything we will be using in some of the preparations of sauces. Okay, and now we will see various types of thickenings, then we will go different types of sauces we have. Okay, different types of mother sauces in what we have. First coming to the roux. Okay, roux is coming to the parts of flour and fat. It is a number of parts of flour and the fat. Okay, here we need to take your fat and the flour, like butter and flour is taken 1:1 ratio. That's why it is called as a roux. And whenever it is uncooked, roux is called as biyurmani. Okay, that is called as biyurmani. It is a paste of flour and fat is called as biyurmani. But whenever you are making any types of sauces, or we will be using a white roux, blonde roux, brown roux. Okay, white roux is similarly, it is cooked for few minutes. Okay, and it is also used for making bechamel sauce. And next coming to the blend roux. Blend roux is used for velouté sauce. Okay, and brown roux is somewhat longerly cooked and you need to get browner color and nutty flavor to it, used for brown stock. Okay, whenever you prepare brown stock as well, you have get that brown, you need to get that brown color, and whenever you are making a thickening agent also, you need to get a brown roux. Okay, and next, incorporated roux into a liquid, and whenever you are incorporating a liquid and the roux, and some precautions need to be taken. First thing, cold stock into a hot roux or hot roux into cold stock. Okay, either one should be hot and one should be cold, or room temperature roux into a hot stock. Okay, either ways you need to use so that you will not have any types of lumps. Then continue cooking to remove raw taste. Okay, then continuously cook so that you will remove the raw taste from the sauce. And next is Birmani, likely what I spoken in the first few lines, roux but with flour and butter, it is uncooked. And next it is Lison, uses of eggs and heavy cream. Okay, egg yolk and heavy cream, whenever you mix together, it is also used for thickening. Okay, apart from this we have various types of thickening of thing, but coming to the sauces, especially for the basic sauces, we will be using this thickenings in the mother sauces. Okay, now we will see various types of mother sauces or leading sauces. Okay, here you can see some more thickening agents such as cornstarch, arrowroot. Okay, cornstarch, arrowroot, as well as coolies, vegetable purees or finishing techniques. Okay, these also can be used. And now we will see mother sauces or leading sauces. Here, for coming to the mother sauce, of these are the basic 6 sauces. One is bechamel sauce, velouté sauce, espagnole or brown sauce, tomato sauce, hollandaise sauce, as well as mayonnaise sauce. Okay, these are the basic 6 sauces we will use in the industry or in the hotels or in continental kitchens. Basically, for mother sauce, we will not use any type of stock, but we will use milk plus roux, clarified roux, so to prepare any types of bechamel sauce. And this can be having different names that are called as derivatives. One is cheese sauce or Alfredo sauce or Natua sauce. Okay, like this we have various types of sauce. And next, coming to the velouté sauce. Here velouté sauce can be a fish velouté or a chicken velouté. Okay, we can have 2 types of veloutés, and the derivatives may also differ. And these veloutés are prepared from a white stock plus a blend roux, not a white roux, it is a blend roux, and base of almond. Okay, these are derivatives. Almond or mushroom sauce are 2 are the derivatives. And next, coming to the brown sauce. For brown sauce, as name itself differs, you need to use brown stock and brown roux. Whenever you combine together and cook it, so that you will get it brown sauce. And the derivatives are demi-glace and this demi-glace and Bourdain sauce. Okay, these are 2 are the basic derivatives of espagnole or a brown sauce. And next, coming to the tomato sauce. Okay, for in tomato sauce you can also add any type of roux, and in a mixture of onions as well as tomatoes. Okay, we'll be having you will have a tomato puree, more of tomato puree, and vegetable stock is added in tomato sauce. Basic we have Alfredo sauce. Okay, we have arrabbiata sauce. It has in Italian sauce. Okay, we have various types of derivatives for tomato sauce as well. And next, coming to 2 sauces, that are hollandaise and mayonnaise sauce. These 2 sauces are called as emulsified sauces because it is especially prepared with egg yolks as well as butter or salad oil. Okay, and one hollandaise sauce is basically it is warm sauce, and mayonnaise is a cold sauce. Coming to the hollandaise sauce, it will be having the major ingredients of butter and egg yolk. Okay, and coming to the mayonnaise sauce, we will have a basic ingredients of salad oil and egg yolk. Okay, these are the basic mother sauces. In detail, you can see we will be preparing in the kitchens as well. Okay, and I want to tell few points about these sauces. Coming to the basic vegetarian sauces, you can assume this bechamel sauce and tomato sauce basically we use for vegetable preparations, and velouté and espanol you can see we will be using for velouté sauce can be also used for any types of soups or main course dishes, as well as espanol sauce we will be used for main course dishes. And hollandaise and mayonnaise is a salad, okay, salad base, okay, we make especially whenever you make any types of salad dressings and all, usually we use salad, we will be doing this salad preparations or coating of dressings of salad with the mayonnaise. And now we will go into the next slide, that is called as compound butters. These compound butters are also comes under sauces, and we have various types of compound butters, a mixture of various ingredients into that. Preferably we'll add herbs into that. Okay, like compound butters made by incorporating various seasonings into soften whole butter. Okay, first we will be softening our butter, then in that we'll add various ingredients in it, so that it is called as compound butters. Especially for fish and all, we'll be using this compound butters like lemon butter sauce and all we'll be using in various types of as a sauces. Ingredients can be combined in a blender, food processor or a mixers. Okay, you can see in the photograph, okay, you can see various types of compound butters used as a sauces or for seasonings other dishes. This can be used in either ways for seasoning, or you can use as a sauce in various types of dishes. Okay, this is all about compound butters. And you can see various types of sauces or contemporary sauces which are coming in the market. Okay, these are all other sauces and contemporary sauces such as pan gravies, okay, a brown sauce or a pan dipping, or coulis, puree of fruit or vegetables, serve hot or cold, chopped or saute, deglaze, wine or stock, puree. Okay, these all we can see various types of contemporary sauces we are getting in the market. Nowadays we are getting a mayonnaise as a contemporary sauce. Okay, we are getting in a packets as well. And next is a salsa. Mango is a popular for fish and vegetable use sauces and broths. Okay, various types of contemporary sauces are also coming in the market. Hope you are seeing this small test. Okay, what is Merpo and why it is added to stock. Okay, you can answer me in the chat box. These all answers. Okay, so that if you are having any doubts, you can also feel free to ask me any types of doubts. Okay, compare and construct a stock and a broth. List 3 difference in the production of white stock and a brown stock. Name 3 of the classic mother and leading sauces. Low fat sauce made from vegetables or fruits is called as. Okay, these are the few questions I have given to you all, so that you will be commenting in the chat box, so that I will see it, and if you have done wrong, I will start correcting you all. Okay, thank you guys, thanks for listening our class.